Guys, what's good? It's your boy Phil. Today we are talking about Solo Leveling Chapter 153. Just came out, just dropped, all that good things. Read the shit. Good chapter, decent chapter, I'll say. Not your typical crazy ass, overly octane solo leveling chapter we usually get. Just a chill chapter, set up, build up, for what's to come in this next arc, the Monarch War. Is that what we're calling it? The War, Monarchs bullshit arc, whatever it is, it's coming and it's gonna be good. And yeah, I think it's gonna happen like next chapter. If I'm being real with you, man, it's gonna be insane. Obviously, the chapter ended off. You have the fucking gate vortex black hole in the sky, as large as the entire city. Crazy shit happening. Are we gonna see monsters pour out of that gate? Or are we gonna see some hunters go inside of that gate? We'll have to wait and see. Guys, without further ado, solo leveling 153. Let's do this shit. So, before we start with any, crazy S-rank gate, double S-rank gate action, whatever we're gonna call that giant thing in the sky, before we talk about any of that, let's talk about the first part of the chapter, which I found a little interesting, which I found a little weird, in the apartment with Jin Woo's mom and his sister, and their little conversation they're having where the sister's like, hey, I'm lazy, let's move. Which, by the way, I don't think the sister's going to school. I think she's still, traumatized and shit after what happened at the high school. I think she's, still traumatized, and rightly so. I mean, she almost fucking died. But regardless, she's like, hey, let's move. And the mom's like, hey, I don't want to move. I want to stay here. And yeah, just chill. I like this house. I really like it. Obviously, just from a first, perspective, right? I'm like, hey, she probably wants to stay here because, they don't know where the fuck her husband is. She's gonna wait until the husband shows up, right? That's what's gonna happen, right? And then the sister goes to the washing machine, right? And somebody's there. And she's like, hey, mom, someone's here, right? Or something's there, right? So, first glance, it's probably the dad, right? Like 99% sure. It just makes sense. If it was the dad that was standing there by the washing machine, it just makes sense, right? They're talking about moving. Mom's like, hey, I don't want to move. And the dad shows up. Now they can move or get the fuck out of there, right? That's, that just makes sense in my head, right? Now, another idea I was tossing around is, okay, what if it's a monarch? What if it's a monarch that's in the washing machine fucking room, right? Now, that one's a little out there because I think the sister would react differently to if it was a monarch that was in the room, but it'd still, it'd be a little messed up. But no, this is probably the dad. So, I don't know what this means now that the dad is finally in Seoul, in Korea. What this could possibly mean. Is he going to partake in this gate raid break that we're about to encounter? Is he going to help my boy Jin Woo? What's going on? Did he watch the press conference where my boy Jin Woo said, hey, if you want to fuck up the Monarchs, come down to Korea? Is that why he's here? I don't know. I'm assuming that it's the dad that showed up in the apartment. It could be something else. It could be someone. Who knows? But I'm pretty sure it's the dad, and I'm pretty sure you guys think it's the dad too. Then the chapter continues. We get some actual Jin Woo, Thomas Andre action. We also get Leonard Nierman, who's in Korea now, which is kind of cool. This is the guy who sensed the shadows earlier at the National Hunter Conference fucking Rivery that we had a few chapters ago. He was there. Nice to see him again. This is something that I was looking forward to, right? I wanted to see after the conference what type of hunters who we see come down to Korea to help my boy Jin Woo out against the Monarchs. And lo and behold, this boy is here. This guy's ranked 12. He's ranked 12. That's pretty damn strong compared to, who we know are in the top 10 and characters we've seen in the series. Rank 12 is pretty good. That's pretty damn strong. So this guy is definitely no force to be reckoned with. Not a force to be reckoned with, whatever the fucking saying is. He's a strong dude, and I can't wait to see what this guy is all about. He's probably going to partake in the Monarch War, so get ready for that. Unfortunately, he was cut off. He was cut short because my boy Jin Woo had other matters to attend to with the boy Thomas Andre. So, he never got to have his conversation with the boy Sung Jin Woo, but I'm assuming that they will have their conversation. I'm assuming their conversation is going to be about the gate break, you know, strategizing how we're going to take down these monarchs. I'm thinking that's what it's going to be about, but who knows? Maybe it won't be. Now, back to the boy Thomas Andre. By the way, fully healed, no cast, fully healed. Dude is fresh. Dude is good. He's in good vibes, good spirits towards my boy Sung Jin Woo. He's feeling good. Now, originally I thought, you know, he would have been down bad for a little longer with his, you know, arm fucked up and shit. He would have not been fully healed for a little bit. But he's looking good. He's strong, obviously, and he's definitely going to partake in the Monarch War with my boy Sung Jin Woo. I think so, especially since he's in Korea now. He just gave him the fucking daggers. Spoiler alert. Yeah, he's gonna help out for sure. I think so. If we see other characters come down to Korea to help out against this gate, we probably will. I'm looking at Lu Zhigang. I'm looking at possibly my boy Woo's dad. I'm looking at any other S classes around the world that want to help out. Any of the top 10 or like top 20. That's who I'm looking at to help in this Monarch War. That's who I'm looking at. But we'll see who comes through. Now, let's talk about these daggers. Because the daggers were a subject of debate. A little debate. In my streams, at least, and in my past video, I was theorizing about these daggers, right? So we got the name drop. We got the name drop on these daggers. My boy Thomas Andre was like, hey, these daggers belong to Kamish, right? I took one of his teeth. I turned it into a dagger, right? So that's important since my boy Sung Jin Woo has had an encounter with Kamish, resurrected him, owned him for a little bit. That's important because in the panel, I think it says, hey, it's like these daggers are calling towards my boy Woo. Is that maybe part of Kamish's spirit in the daggers that have already been in control by the boy Sung Jin Woo? Possibly, maybe, who knows? But obviously, these daggers are made from Kamish. My boy Sung Jin Woo gets the daggers. He's wielding them. The stats of the daggers are insane. Crazy ass attack. He's going to be super insanely strong with these daggers. Might even be able to 3v1 the Monarchs. Who knows? 3v2 now maybe, since Thomas Andre is involved in all of these shenanigans now. But regardless, the daggers are strong. They are very, 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 very strong. And I can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens with them. Now, an idea I was tossing out as well last video and last stream is I wanted to know if these daggers belong to the Dragon King at all. And if they did belong to the Dragon King, I think that would be kind of an important thing and possibly, you know, something we can take down the line later on once we get introduced to the Dragon King, once we learn more about this guy who's probably going to be a pretty endgame character. But regardless, I don't think they did belong to the Dragon King. I don't think he actually wielded these daggers since they were crafted from Kamish. Nevertheless, they might have a little bit of Dragon King energy in them since Kamish was obviously spawned from the Dragon King. So, a little interesting thing there. A little interesting, just a little bit. And then, obviously, last part of the chapter, the big part of the chapter, the S rank, or double S rank, whatever rank we're going to call this gate, the fat ass gate in Seoul has been perceived, has arrived in the sky like fucking Shadow the Hedgehog, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Vortex in the sky, whatever you want to reference it as. It's in the sky. It's there. It's big as shit, big as the whole city. And things are not looking good. Things are not looking good at all, and people might die. This is going to be worse than Japan, I'm just letting you know. Now, when I saw this gate, I was like, okay, there's two ways this can go, right? There's two ways this can go. One, they wait a week, and the gate cracks, and we see the three armies of the three monarchs just land and annihilate the entire city of Seoul, right? That's one way this can go. I think we are going to see all three armies. We're going to see the Ice Elves. We're going to see the Beasts. We're going to see whatever monsters the waifu monarch is in charge of, the Plague, whatever. I don't know what type of monster we're going to see from her, but we'll see an army for sure. I think we see all three of them pour out of there if that happens. And it's not going to be good. They're probably going to have to evacuate the city, similar to what happened with Japan. They're going to want to evacuate the city, get as far away as possible from that gate. You're going to want to get the hell out of there. And yeah, not good things. Not good things at all if that gate actually cracks. Now, another thing that could happen, another way that this could go, is if we get a squad of S rank and above and national rank hunters that go into the gate to go take out the monarchs. Now, if this is going to happen, you're going to need my boy Woo. You're going to need Thomas Andre. You're going to need Liu Zhigang. You're going to need the strongest of hunters you can find to go through this gate and stop it. Because this is, in fact, the largest gate they've ever seen before. Larger than the Kamish one. Larger than the Japan one. Larger than any other gate in the series. This is the largest gate, right? So it's going to be the strongest. Duh. Come on, obviously. So we need the strongest guys, right? I don't know how this is going to go, to be honest. Part of me thinks the gate is going to crack. Part of me thinks my boy Jin Woo might go in there alone. But I don't know. I don't know, man. I really don't. He's got the new daggers. The question really is the daggers enough for my boy Jin Woo to 3v1 the monarchs? Are the daggers enough? I don't know. The stat bonus is pretty damn significant, for sure. And he's got 2 extra weapons. That means he can Gilgamesh a few other swords, right? But 3v1 the monarchs? Come on. You need to at least take Thomas Andre, and you need to at least take Liu Zhigang, right? You need to call that boy up. Or maybe your dad really is at the apartment. Call him up too. Have a fucking raid team. Go in that gate. I don't know how this is going to go, man. I really don't. It's tough. It's really tough. I think next chapter, we do see some shit goes down. I don't think next chapter is going to be a build-up chapter. I think we're going to see shit go down for sure. But man, it's scary. It's scary shit, man. This is the apocalypse. I think so. Of solo leveling, bro. This gate is about to crack, and if it cracks, shit is going to go down. I think the safe option is to go into the gate and see what's in there, man. That's what I think is going to happen. I'm putting my foot down. They're going into the gate. It's going to be my boy Jin Woo, Thomas Andre, and maybe his dad or Liu Zhigang. We'll see. But guys, that's the chapter. That's really it. Kind of a short chapter. A few things to talk about for sure. But nevertheless, it was a solo leveling chapter, and I'm happy. I'm happy to read a solo leveling chapter whenever I can. Guys, let me know down below. What do you think is going to happen right now, man? What do you think is happening? Who do you think is going to help my boy Jin Woo out on this gate? You think we're going to see Thomas Andre fight? You think we're going to see the German guy fight? You think we're going to see Liu Zhigang come through? My boy Woo's dad come through? Let me know down below. Let me know down below who you thinking. Or are we going to see some of the old Korean hunters help out? I would love to see that as well. But guys, until the next one, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.